Today we're talking about the best Facebook ad to run for realtors today. That's right, in today's market, what's actually working. So the Facebook ad that you're gonna see has been tried and tested in every single market that you can imagine, and it's absolutely crushing it. And what you're gonna see today is not only how to launch the Facebook ad correctly, but you're also gonna see the exact Facebook ad that is generating results everywhere. Hey, Atime, if we're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. Alright, so let's begin. We're here in the new interface, which some of you have let me know how much you absolutely hate it. That is completely okay, but just know that it's not going away anytime soon. So we're going to start right off from here, and so you know how to get to your ads manager, where we're actually going to be advertising from. All you have to do is go either to your shortcuts, which you see ads over here, or go to the plus button over here. So I'm going to go to the, at the plus button, all you need to do is go to the ad, but we're gonna get to the ads manager through the ads right here. And once it loads up, we get ready to launch our campaign. So we're gonna go to the create button right over here. Our ad copy that we're gonna use today that is absolutely crushing it in every single market because of the condition that the real estate market is in, can go with basically any type of campaign objective. We can run a traffic ad, we can run a lead generation ad, we can run an engagement ad, a messages ad, a conversions ad. Any one of these objectives, for all intents and purposes, is going to work. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use the most flexible type of objective that we possibly can, and that's the traffic campaign. So we're going to hit traffic, and we're going to go to continue. I'm going to keep this very much to the point, so if you're looking for an in-depth analysis of what every single button means, then I'm going to invite you to check out this video right here that's going to break everything open. Right now, what's important to us is to understand the fundamentals in getting to the end and where we actually launch this ad, which I will share to you here once we get to the actual part. All right, so you're going to name your campaign right here. Just name it something that you're going to remember. At the end of the day, when you get going with all of your Facebook ads, there's going to be a lot that you need to keep track of. So the better that you get with naming, the faster it's going to go, and the more likely that you're going to be able to track your split testing along the way. So that's just a little pro tip right there. We do need to select that we are running an ad in the special ad category, which, as a reminder, if you're running an ad with credit, employment, housing, and the political, social action or social items in mind, then you do need to select that it's in the special ad category. So as you can see, credit, employment, housing, social issues, elections, or politics, then you need to select that. So we're going to go with housing, and we're going to scroll down. We're not going to do anything with this because we actually can't. And then we're not going to worry about A/B testing right now. And then the campaign budget optimization, we're not going to worry about that right now. Basically, the campaign budget optimization means that you can set your budget from the campaign level from right here, and then it's going to allocate it to however many ad sets that you create. That's what basically this means. So we're not going to worry about that right now. And what we're going to do is go to the ad set, which, to understand what the ad set is, here you're selecting who you want to see your ad, so geography wise, and also some interest that they have, and also where you want your ad to show up, which is your placement. So we're going to go down here to the geography, right here, and then a little bit of interest, and then the placements at the ad set level. So you can see on the left hand side, you can navigate from the campaign to the ad set to the ad, which is what the client's going to see, what the customer's going to see, what your audience is seeing. And then over here, you can also navigate from there as well. So again, you want to name that as clearly as possible, and we're going to go with the website. That's where we're driving all our traffic from. We're not going to worry about dynamic creative nor the offer. Again, we're going to keep this straight to the point, and $20 is going to be fine for what we are trying to accomplish today. If you had an audience that was in the custom audience or a special ad audience, then you would call it out back here. So you would just click on that and use one of your custom audiences. That's how you select or use the audiences that you create. But we're not going to worry about that today. We're worrying about running an ad to a cold audience. So today we're going to select is, we're going to go to people living in this location. And we're going to go to, we're going to go with Boca. Boca right there. So we're going to go with Boca. That is our area of advertising. As you can see, 15 miles is the smallest radius that you can get to. That's the minimum radius. that is because of the special ad audience. So we had to select that it's a housing ad because that's what we're doing. And we had to select the special ad audience because Facebook made that change at the end of 2019. That introduced it. So that means that we can only get down to a 15-mile radius. That's the smallest that we can get to. The age, we can't filter based off of age. So right here, we can't do any adjustments there. We can't filter based off of gender. And we also can't filter based off of demographics or behaviors. But we can filter based off of interest. So if somebody has an interest in real estate as an example, we are able to call that audience out. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to select Zillow. I'm going to take a little bit to populate. So as you can see, Zillow is an interest that we can highlight whenever we're advertising. And in this case, I highly suggest that you do target Zillow because it works incredibly well. Another interest to target is Trulia. That one works incredibly well as well. And then Homes.com. So those are three that I would highly suggest that you split test among the target audiences. So those are three examples and three interests that I would highly encourage you to split test in your market, because regardless of the market that we advertise in, at least one of those three outperforms the others by a mile. Sometimes it's Trulia.com. Sometimes it's Homes.com. Sometimes it's, well, actually it's not Trulia.com, it's just Trulia. So as you can see here, Trulia. Sometimes this outperforms Zillow. Sometimes Zillow outperforms the others. So that's why you need to be split testing different audiences. Hey, one quick second. I know that you're enjoying this step-by-step tutorial on how to launch the absolute perfect Facebook ad. I just need one small favor from you. Could you go down to the bottom of this video and smash like? It's gonna help out a ton. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna continue going. We're not gonna worry about the rest of these. If you wanted to narrow it down, let's just say you had too much, let's see, how many people are we targeting? 120,000, that's fine. But if you wanted to get a narrower audience, all you had to do was go to narrow and then type in Trulia. So if you wanted to say, hey, I only want to target people that have an interest in Zillow and have a Trulia, that have an interest in Trulia, and then you reduce the size of your audience. I don't want to do that right here, but just know that's what happens. All right, so what we're going to do is go to manual placements, and we're going to unselect everything right there. Oops. I'm going to unselect everything just so I leave that there. So that's a little hack. I unselect Facebook first, and then I select the Facebook news feed. That way, that's the only thing that's left. But when it comes to placements, as you can see here, if we would have left the automatic placements where it says recommended, everything else would be highlighted. I don't like doing it that way because the image that we upload does need to match the placement that we're advertising. So we know that in the newsfeed, it's a little bit more horizontal imaging. And then in the stories, it's a little bit more vertical. So I want to make sure that I adjust my images accordingly. But also, if I am split testing based off of locations, let's just say I wanted to split test the newsfeed versus the Facebook newsfeed versus the Instagram feed, I can do that at an ad set at a time rather than both of them at the time, because I won't have conclusive evidence if Instagram is giving me more leads or if it's Facebook. So I like to bifurcate them that way and split test them that way. That's why you see a majority of the time whenever I'm advertising, you see me just highlight the newsfeed, because chances are I'm going to come back around and split test the placement. All right, so the rest of this, we're going to let it go with the exception of this. We want to optimize based off of landing page views. So we want to optimize based off of people that actually click and load up our website. That is very valuable to us rather than just somebody that's clicking here and clicking there. So we're going to go to next. All right, so again, we're going to name the ad. So as a reminder, we're here at the campaign. We were at the campaign level where we selected the objective and then, or what we're trying to do. And then the ad set, this is where we select where we're going to target geographically, who we're going to reach based off of interest, and where we're going to have our ads being placed. And then now we get to the ad section. Right here at the ad section, we actually select what's going to show in front of the client. So this is the part that you've been waiting for. As a reminder, we could have selected basically any campaign objective. The ad would look a little bit different, but for the purposes of this ad, it would still work because it's working in all markets. All right, so we're gonna go down here. You can do a single image or a video or carousel or collection. Keep it simple. keep it simple and keep it moving. If you have a video, I highly suggest that you use a video, but if you don't have a video, you can use a single image. We've done both of them. Historically, video will outperform the single image, so I do encourage that if you have a video, please use it. But if you don't, a single image, there's a slight drop off, but not that much. So you can still get away with launching an ad with that single image, especially this ad that I'm about to show you, and it's gonna work just fine. So I'm gonna add an image, just any random image right here. And now the ad that is absolutely crushing it in just about every single market is right here. I'm going to copy it from right here, and I'm gonna paste it right here. The ad that you absolutely need to be launching in this environment right now is the just listed ad. As you can see here, it is very simple, so let's walk right through it. Just listed, looking to move to blank. This is where you insert your city, or you insert a neighborhood that is commonly known. I don't necessarily know any neighborhoods in Boca, so I can't really suggest one right off the top of my head. But that is where you select the city, the neighborhood, or some place that people absolutely know where that is. You don't want to select just an obscure town that no one has heard of, because that's not going to work. And then you're going to highlight a unique feature to the property. So if the property has a pool, if the property has a remodeled kitchen, if the property is let's just say next to a lake, whatever the case may be, you absolutely want to highlight a unique feature to the property, because that's going to really resonate. And right here, what you're doing with the just listed, you're creating scarcity, you're creating urgency with this verbiage, and then you're really piquing the interest of somebody. You're highlighting that this property is just not another property. This is a property that's going to go fast. And then click learn more for, and then your lead magnet. So your lead magnet traditionally is going to be the price, the location, the pictures, and virtual tours, especially this day and age. So I suggest that you put that in there as the lead magnet. You can offer different items, but historically what has worked extremely well for us is, for this example, put click learn more for, and then you would put additional photos, the price, the location, and virtual tour. That's what the lead magnet is, because you're using and leveraging the property. I'll try to move myself here. You're leveraging the property as the actual lead magnet, the value. And then you would go through and highlight the headline, or select a headline. Let's just say Boca Raton home just listed. And then we're going to put will not last. All right, so now let's talk about this right here. With this type of campaign, whenever I mention, I put boot. All right, so when I was talking about at the campaign level that this just listed campaign works just with about every campaign out there, I absolutely meant it. So what that means is right here at the URL, you can put a landing page. You can put a single property website. So if you created a single property website unique to this property, you can place it there. You can post, let's see, where else could you send them? When it comes to your website, you can send them to your traditional website that has just the property highlighted. You can send them basically anywhere that you want. But with this type of campaign, you can also do a phone call only ad. So what this means is whenever somebody is searching through, they're going to have the option to call now. They're going to have the option to call now. Now, you will need to redo this just slightly, because then at that point it wouldn't necessarily be learn more, but you have the ability to get people to call you directly for an appointment. So then again, you would have to adjust this just slightly if you're going to select the phone call only option, but just know that this type of campaign absolutely works with the phone call only ads because of that urgency. You want people to reach out to you because it's going to be gone. So you could say something like, give us a call to schedule your appointment today before it's gone. Something to that effect. And you just put your phone number right there and you're off and running. Now, one of the questions that's going to come up is, well, I don't want to receive a call at the end of the night or anything like that. I totally understand. So you either have somebody else, you have a VA, you route your phone number to another VA or to a VA, it's going to work there, or you just turn it off manually. That's another way of doing it. You turn off the ad manually whenever you're ready to call it a night. Or another example or another thing that you can do is come back here to the new ad set, and then you see this daily budget right here. This tells you when you can start it and when to end it. But if you want to have a schedule, actually, meaning that you want this ad to run on Mondays, on Tuesdays from, let's just say 8 to 5 p.m., whatever the case may be, what you're gonna do is lifetime budget. And then what you can do is run ads on a schedule. So you saw right there, I just changed from daily budget to lifetime budget. And then you can select when you want your ads to actually launch. So you don't have to turn them on manually or turn them off whenever you're calling it a day. This is how you actually schedule them. So if you want to do that whole 8 in the morning to 5 p.m., you can absolutely do that. So that's how you get that done. So all you would need to do is, I'm just going to leave it like that, but all you would have to do is select that, but let's just go to daily just so that little goes away. Little triangle goes away, and when you come back here, make sure that your Facebook pixel is off and firing, and then all you have to do at this point is press publish and just get a ton of leads. All right, so now that you know how to launch a highly effective ad and you have the exact ad copy to use in your market, you might be interested in leveling up. So I'll leave a video right here that's gonna help you do that. Also, if you found value today, please be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And of course, make it your best day yet.